peace for all time.
We have and the better things look, I think it'll be a lot better.
Yeah. And yeah. And we are kind of a little bit, some people might find it ridiculous, but we want buildings people make to look good. Obviously, making little huts at the beginning, like our hut now, is fine. You're surviving. You can do that. But to be on the server for 2 weeks and then all you have are these rectangular nightmares, come on, bro. It's not that hard to make a decent looking house. And the main thing that I can give as far as advice is use more than one material. You don't build a city out of just cobblestone. In fact, we kind of got a story about that if you want to tell it.
Yeah, we had this one individual, or kid, I guess, that had joined our server and pretty much just built every single thing out of cobblestone. Like, there was not a building that he made that was not cobblestone. And in our new RPG style server, we've actually added an extra rule in there to where if you build too many things out of one material, or for that matter, anything out of one material constantly over and over and over, we will actually fine you a penalty. The police will fine you a penalty, and then you will have to take it down yourself, or
Yeah.
we'll destroy it. Because it really doesn't add a feel for people to join the server when they just see things that are exactly the same over and over and over.
Uh-huh. And, that's another thing, especially with these new big biomes, it gives you a lot of, inspiration, a lot of groundwork for what you'd build. If you're in the middle of the desert, build with sandstone.
Yeah.
Build with sandstone and glass. It looks good. Just do it. It looks good. You can add some wood in there or something else too, but use sandstone and glass. Don't just make a pure cobblestone building out in the middle of the sand surrounded by cactuses. It just looks stupid. Come on now. Which I'm sure the vast majority of people, understand what you have to do, what to do on Minecraft. You don't just come on and mooch, try to mooch with the admins and say, "Can I be OP?" Even though I've never talked to you on Skype, I don't know you, you're not a friend in real life, and I'm 9 years old. That's not how it works. Basically, most of the time we're gonna have enough admins. What we need are police, and police are trusted individuals who don't necessarily have the ability to terraform or edit the server files or add plugins or something.
The only ability that police have to do is the ability to find people, which actually have to go through either a moderator or an admin to do. And on top of that, the only actually other ability that they have to do is to jail people. And other than that, that's pretty much all police do. And they go around and they check different laws to see if you're within those restrictions and all that kind of thing. But other than that, police just are able to jail people. I mean, other than moderators and admins are pretty much the only ones who can physically do banning and all that kind of stuff. So, and that's another thing we have that is a real issue is griefing. And a lot of people, when they join the server and they're like, "What is griefing?" Well, most of the time if someone's played on another server, they know exactly what griefing is. And just to give you guys a heads up, if you have griefed on a server before, we will know as soon as you join our server. So there's no point in trying to hide it like you don't know what griefing is and stuff like that. But to give a basic background on griefing, it's basically say someone builds this ginormous cathedral that is amazing and is an exact replica of something over in Europe
Of
or
like,
something
yeah,
like that.
like St. Peter's
Yeah.
Cathedral or something like that.
Okay.
And it's just an amazing building.
Yeah.
And then, some Johnny Pee Pants comes along and decides, hey, I'm gonna put TNT in the basement.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Which also, we can roll back anything you do. And so after you banned, it doesn't actually cause us really any harm aside
Yeah.
from typing in 2 lines of code, which we can type in extremely fast at
Yeah.
this point.
We've had to
yeah.
roll back so many things that have happened to the server that pretty much as soon as I see it, the first thing I do is roll back everything you've ever done the entire time you've been on my server, and then I immediately ban you. And for griefing, there are pretty much no questions asked. You can't ask to be, back on the server. You can't appeal your ban. You can't do anything like that. But if it's something like, say you broke like 2 blocks and someone called you out for griefing, I'll check on it and I'll go back through the logs and all that kind of stuff. And, if it is turned out to be something like that, then most likely your ban will get appealed. But other than that, we're pretty much very strict on griefing, whereas anything that happens with anybody else's structures, it's pretty much just an immediate ban.
Yeah. Which every case is circumstantial.
Yeah.
We're not the assistant principal at high school. We don't just go around and freak out about every little thing.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you broke 1 glass pane. I'm not gonna immediately ban you and then go on MC bans and tell every other server admin on every server ever that you shouldn't be allowed on. No, I'm not going to do that.
And the reason why is because sometimes with Minecraft, since it is still in beta, is sometimes you do get those lag spikes and you accidentally hit something without even knowing that you hit it. And, then someone ends up banning you for something that you really didn't even mean to do. And most of the time in that case, if that happens, what we really appreciate is if someone basically, say a creeper comes over and blows up something that's a part of a built-in area of a protection or something.
Yeah,
like that.
a faction town or a faction city, which, by the way, factions, groups that work together, build their cities together, play together, survive together, and maybe go to war together. But before we go any further, something that I think we forgot to mention is our server is completely unwhitelisted, which means anyone can join at any time, and as long as there's an admin on, we can give you the rights to build.
Actually, that was one of our big things that I think we're actually getting rid of, is the ability to, when you join the server, you used to have to wait a little bit in order to actually get building rights, because we had a lot of problems in the past with people, as soon as they join the server, they just immediately start griefing everything in the spawn. So what we've actually done is we've gotten more protection services, and we've started to implement those on pretty much everything that is ours and that we don't feel like getting griefed and messed with. So basically what we're probably going to end up doing is, as soon as you join the server, you'll walk through not a long line, but like, I don't know, what is it, about like 15 blocks of like different things of rules and stuff like that. And basically after you get done with that, there'll be no having to wait or anything like that, and you'll just immediately be able to start to build. So
Yeah. I understand what you mean there, and in fact, I think we were talking about that earlier. I just failed to remember. But it makes sense. The important stuff will be protected, and I don't think anyone's gonna freak out too bad if a house such as we have right here gets destroyed. You come back and you're missing 2 coal and a couple wood planks. No one's gonna freak out unless they're just looking for attention, which is another thing. I don't understand why people just want to be admins so bad or anything. Believe me, guys, it's not that great. You have to deal with these little kids sometimes, which I usually assume if they're being that ridiculous, they're just a little too young to have the facilities to not be that way. But anyways, yeah, what I was saying is, just use a bit of common sense. Don't act like Minecraft is the world. Don't act like every little thing that happens against you means that you're getting attacked and hated on,
Yeah.
and that and that people are being racist or just something ridiculous like that. No, this is Minecraft. We're playing a video game, guys. We're having fun. We kind of role play and act serious sometimes, but really, we're all just here, to take a break from, the bad stuff in life.
Yeah.
So,
And to go along with that, again, if you don't know how to do something, like, ask. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask. I mean, say you don't know how to build a door or something, 99.9% of the time, someone on the server will show you how to make one. Or say you wanted help building your house or something. I mean, about pretty much 99.9% of the time, either me, Last, or a couple of other of our admins will actually come over and help you build whatever you want to build. So
yeah. We're always happy to do that. Anyways, I'm just clearing out here. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing.
No animals, I swear. Like, I finally found a sheep.
Yeah,
For the
I've
first
noticed that.
time.
I'm not seeing any pigs or cows. I'm looking for some meat,
I found a couple of sheep.
some sheep. I hate that. Like, when you need to build a bed or something, you can never find sheep. And then when you need meat, all you can find is sheep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just want a chicken, a cow, a something. A cow would be the best. I think they give you 3 every time, don't they?
Yeah, they give you 3 pretty much every
And
single
leather,
time.
so you can make.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your armor and all that while you're doing it.
Yeah, I think they made them more rare, though. Anyways, back to the server talk. There's plenty to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Could spend all day. What we're thinking is, we want people to be independent, but if you are having trouble, if you're new to Minecraft, say, you entered the Captain Sparkles giveaway, you just won a gift code and you're able to play Minecraft. You come on the server and you have no idea what to do. You don't know how to build pretty much anything. You don't even know all the tools yet, and you're just unsure. We're not here to, be pros only or something like that. No. We want anybody who's, willing to just contribute to the server and have some fun on here. That's our hope, is that anyone who comes on here can have some fun with us and can build some interesting things and maybe, spice it up a bit.
Yeah.
Get pissed off at someone, so go get a couple of your friends, start a faction, and kill them. We're fine with that, as long as you get the factions and you properly do the wars. We allow that. You can get pissed off. You can be angry at that guy who griefed your one glass pane that we didn't ban. You can take some revenge.
I mean, that's another thing, is like user-controlled griefing is basically what I call it. Is basically, say, like, you two know each other or something like that, and you want to mess around and have some fun and maybe like write something on your friend's wall with wool or something like that, or like replace his wall with wool that spells your name out in it. Like, we're okay with that, but as long as it's a mutual thing and both of you agree that you like to do it and stuff like that, then we're fine with it. But if we start getting things like, oh, well, he tore down my wall and, all this kind of stuff, then, we'll tell you to stop, but we're not going to immediately ban you after that. But now if you intentionally, like, throw, like, 1,200 TNT into some guy's house, then that's...
We're going to get pissed off,
Yeah.
and we're going to ban you. One, TNT lags the server very badly.
Yeah.
So pretty much the only time we're going to be using TNT is when we're changing servers, which we've done quite often, but we're planning on not doing much more. But yeah, when we are destroying a server, we welcome people in and we have a nice fireworks display.
Yeah.
But otherwise, TNT is a no-no. You can do a bit of strip mining with it if that's your need, but otherwise, I'd hope you guys would
Yeah.
refrain from the TNT.
Yeah, because we